Within the last hour of this millennium, 1 in 4 children will have been physically assaulted. 1 in 5 will have been sexually assaulted. 1 in 3 will have dropped out of school. 1 in 6 will have run away from home. 1 in 3 will have no place to play. Many children who survive into the next millennium will not thank us for what we did in this millennium. But together we can do something in the last hour of this millennium to create a better future for thousands of children in the next millennium by committing to donate your final hour's salary in this millennium. We call it the Children's Promise. South African business, government and major NGO bodies in the children's sector have come together in a unique partnership through which the funds raised will contribute to making Children's Promise a reality. It provides all of us with an opportunity to help create a better future for the children of the next millennium.
Let Africa's children sing and promise us you'll bring hope for the century and love that grows like spring. Let Africa's children sing and promise us you'll bring peace for the new century and songs for us to sing.
Childhood should be a time of happiness and peace, of playing, learning, and growing. But for millions of children, the reality is very different. So, Children's Promise will focus on generating funds, increasing awareness, and encouraging sensitivity towards abused children, homeless children, children with little or no educational facilities, and children with no place to be children. The Office of Deputy President Tambo will assist by supporting, advising, and integrating the Children's Promise into the National Plan of Action for Children. Woolworths and MTN will cover all operating costs of Children's Promise so that every cent donated goes towards making it a success. And the National Children's Rights Committee will act as facilitators for the NGO sector.
Hope for the century and love that grows like spring. Let Africa's children sing. We promise you will bring.
What are the promises? To establish national crisis centers, providing for the holistic treatment of children in crisis and need. To extend TV education and life skills to schools in the rural areas. To establish new telephone lines and to train volunteers to help children in trouble or danger. To establish national rehabilitation centers and safety nets for street children. To develop child-friendly court environments in conjunction with various stakeholders. To develop recreational facilities in disadvantaged communities. To help even more children through community-based organizations. And generally, to increase awareness and sensitivity towards the rights and the plights of our children. we asking you to promise to make this possible? Surprisingly little. A commitment now to give your final hour's salary in this millennium. That's all. It's as simple as that.
I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise.
I promise. I promise. I promise.
And the beauty of it is that every contribution has exactly the same real value.
I promise. I promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise. I promise.
I promise.
I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise.
I promise.
Let all the children smile.
Let all the children sing. It's an African dawn.
Yasuka yahlala kandulala sembewuleni kumagethu kasethutywa sizalwa sakwambeki kwiinkomo zasemazizini sekakade amasabekwelangeni umphokoqhu nexhala yangeni inkonyana yohlanga, the protagonist of the African Renaissance. Take us to the next millennium.
There's promise in the future and hope for things to